out there and teaching. I'm joined by my co-host Jody Eppier.
How are you?
I'm Miles O'Kane, and thank you for tuning in. So today's episode, my man, having just recently done a parent night, I think we focus on sort of common situations or problems that may occur during parent night.
Yep.
So I reckon we go one for one.
Nice.
Situation, what we do, and then we can kind of go from there.
Cool.
Yep. All right, before we get into it, 1 minute overview of how you run your parent night appointment. So it's set up, so we're all in one room, all the staff, or maybe in different rooms, different schools. Parents come in, they're booked on between 5 and 10 minutes. Let's work off 10 minutes.
Yep.
How do you work the interview?
Originally, just before that happens, I just quickly look at, I used to block out the last 4 slots. Block it out so that nobody can come see me in the last 4, but I've got to stay around anyway, so...
You're in maths now, mate. You get no
That's it.
breaks.
That's it. But I set it up where if I had a bigger table, I'll have a chess set next to me.
Yeah.
Because I like playing the student or the parent, and like just see what if they do play chess, that is. But I've always got their results, or I've got their progress report, let's say, ready and go. I've got a hard copy, and I've also got a digital copy so they can see. And just to give them a bit of feedback about how their kid is going. That's one of the big things that
I'm similar, man, so I go very time conscious. So get in, have their task reports printed out, so it's got all their results from there, how they compare across the class. Start with that, talk about academics, then go into how work ethic and discipline in class, and then a few strategies on how to improve.
Yeah, that's pretty much stock standard. And then sometimes you go off topic and have how is everything, what's all there. And they sometimes talk about what's going on. Bro, I had a backlog, and so I was just grabbing in when I can.
Mate, you're going to Eppier parent night, you get invited to barbecues and all. Okay, so here we go, into it. How do you deal with individual appointments running over time? So it's hitting that 10-minute mark, you can see a parent's deep into a conversation, you can see the crew behind you, parents lining up, what do you do? Watch it out.
It's my tone of voice, and I just say, well, I'll end it something like, no, but that's all I can say is that your child is whatever, whether it's a good or a negative. Yeah. And I'll always say, and it's just, I'll keep in contact with you if you want me to keep in contact. So it leaves them with a, oh, yep, cool, keep in contact with me. And 9 times out of 10, the parents do. They want to just see how their kid is going. Yeah. And I said, and I always go, thank you for coming along. I'll just try and put that in so they sort of get that warning. And then if they don't get the hint, I sort of just do a little to the next person waiting. Yep, won't be long. And then that gives a sort of a note to that person, hey, we've got to wrap this up. So,
when I was younger, I used to find it hard out. Now I'm quite genuine about it. So look, there's, just going to have to leave it there, pass my email line or pass my school number on, catch on this, you need to follow stuff up. But there is a crew waiting behind when you get through everyone. Without being blunt, it's just because otherwise you get stuck there. Yeah. Nice, I like it. How to deal with disgruntled parents and what to do and what not to do. So a parent comes in, they're fired up, maybe a miscommunication. How would you deal with it? What not to do to start with?
Okay. What not to do is to heighten to whatever energy they were coming in at. Yeah. Always remain calm and just let them, sometimes they just want to vent their thoughts. Sometimes it's just that. But I always greet them, always shake their hand, always stand up, if depending on who, shake their hand, give them a hug, whatever. It sort of diffuses and makes the situation come quite calm. And it's also your mannerism towards how you meet them. If you notice their body language is off and quite aggressive or whatever else, still invite them, take a seat, and then we'll just start getting into the conversation. Now, what not to do is just to raise your voice or try and justify whatever else. It's just to remain calm, have a conversation, let them speak, and then you address.
Yeah, I think don't exactly come in, stay calm, cool and collected. Don't get defensive, and realise this is a compromise somewhere. So it's not the give and take situation. And then if you are getting out of your depth or feeling uncomfortable, just have someone nearby, a head of department or a principal, someone that can help intervene there if needed.
And sometimes that's as easy as just giving someone a heads up. If you notice that a parent is coming in, they could be irate, you sort of just talk to your hollow or talk to your deputy or your principal just to give them a...
Definitely. How to deal with walk-ins?
Oh, bro, I'll wave them in, bro. I wave them over. If I've got a little gap, bro, even if it's a minute gap, and the next one's about to due in, bro, I'm there, and none of this waiting around for your time slot.
I'm the same as well. I mean, the more parents I see, the better. So everyone's busy. Parents are busy. We're busy. So if we can I want to get the face-to-face contact. So if I'm free and the parent's free, but it's not due for another half an hour, I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it now. If you want to do it now, that's fine. And I think you're right. Like school right now, we're all in a big room together, so you can see the students. Sorry, you can see the parents and students enter. So you can give yourself a sort of primer there to get the parents to say, look, I'm over here. Whenever you're ready, we can go from there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm the same with you. I think the more parents we see, the better.
Oh yeah.
Actually, put a face to everything.
Take advantage of it if you can. Even if they're not booked to see you, and you see them with their kid, and that kid's in your room, take the opportunity. Call them out. Say, hey, why aren't you over here? I done to one kid. Hey, and then the parents will come along, have a sit down there. But yeah, call them over.
So let's circle back. So so initial setup, you do academics.
Yep.
Finish with improvement.
Yep.
How can you, what strategies do you give to parents to improve their students' academics and then work ethic? Let's look at academics first.
So
so what strategies would you say to the parent?
Yeah.
To get the student to perform better with academics?
Well, one thing that I tell a lot of my parents is the basics of maths is based on the foundations of knowing your addition, subtraction, multiplication. So a lot of kids have got worksheets that they have for homework that I give.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is accessing the program that we use at school that they can access from anywhere as long as they got the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of parents aren't aware that that's what their kids can actually use is that Manga High program.
Yeah.
So just let the parents know, because I had to actually give the name to quite a few parents. I wrote it on a piece of paper so they can know
the website address.
Yeah, and I even told them what their password and their thing was so they can access it as well. So.
I think, especially like I'm all about 21st century learning and embracing technology. I think having a lot of those, especially in maths, a lot of those online platforms out there, it cuts down the teacher workload, but it gives automatic feedback and data as well, which I'm real for. I agree with academics, and then I tried lower school. I'm not big on homework. I say I try to do, but saying that, I make the students a deal. I say we work hard during class time, so that's a trade-off. I then do suggest that lower school students, if they have 3 30-minute sessions per week, they've got a life as well. I think it's the holistic students with their sport and extracurriculars is important as well. Upper school is a bit different with university route or whatever, tertiary education. You probably need to develop some stuff. And even if you're not, I think having study techniques there or having some discipline to study is an important skill that can transfer in life.
How to learn, how to study. I think that's a skill in itself, is teaching kids how to actually study, not just to read frivolously everything and anything.
Yep.
It's about trying to understand what's the purpose of this study period or this bit of homework, and be focused on that and master that piece. And then when you come back to school, you pretty much got it. So.
What process did you put in place to follow things up the parent night? So a parent wants you to touch base or whatever. Is it just a quick email? Is it how do you organise all that?
Phone call. I should do more follow up with emails because at least there's a trail. But I prefer to speak to the parent, and if I can't get them when I ring them, I'll leave a message. Then I'll tell them I'll try and ring back again. Yeah,
so I'll have a pen and paper there, and I'd make notes or next to whatever, and then try to do it the first thing the next morning.
Yep.
Last one, looking at time, under 10 minutes. The parent comes in. What's the go-tos on your desk? Do you have go-tos?
Snacks, bro. If I could put snacks on there, but see, we were limited this time around. We had one little desk, big enough for my laptop and paper for reports, bro.
Is there a certain parent night snack, or just any snack?
Anything will do. Anything that'll get you through. Just graze on things like lollies or everything else.
That sugary goodness.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go a little bit professional. No. Because I'd eat all the snacks if they were out there. No, I think having your printouts of the students' academic results, and then having some pen and paper there. And then I do like to have my MacBook there, but just depending if there's a connection or not. But just something I can. I'm best when I'm prepared for stuff. People are different. That's right. But that's how I operate. Okay, final tips for having the parent night run smoothly. For me, be prepared, be on time, stay calm, and then be respectful if differences do occur in opinion. Yourself?
Yeah, allow the parents to have something to say in regard to their student. Tell them the truth. Don't sugarcoat the truth. Tell them in areas that they need to improve in. And just be prepared for any outcome in regards to what's going to come. So it's more or less what you put out is what you're going to get back off the parent. So if you're telling them, but even if you're telling them that their kid needs to work on this, don't do it in a way that it makes the parent feel bad. Do it in a way that it's like, I need your support. I need you to help, and we together can make this happen. It's that way. So it's the way of the technique of having that communication with the other parent.
I like it. Beautiful. Like guys, like always, we're just doing this little videos here to help sort of teachers out there with our experience. Some common problems out there to cut down your workload, and our suggestions, they may or may not be right, but they've worked for us in the past. So thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next